I've been going through some shit that's getting real now. Yeah, people dying all around me, man. I'm telling you, this shit is getting real now. Yeah, lost my grandma, didn't know it. Can you tell me how that feel now? Yeah, got a message saying sorry for your loss. I didn't know if it was real now. Praying that they got the wrong number. Tell me how the fuck I got a deal now. I was going through the motions, I was doing all my shit. Turning 20 in the city, I was too focused to quit. Got on FaceTime with my granny and she told me she was proud. 1 week later she was gone and now she up above the clouds. Never got the chance to tell her that I loved her for her legacy. Everything she did.
So on the first airlock over here we have like 2 drop chests on top of us. The second airlock is with the same design. It has again like 2 drop chests. When you go deeper in the base, you're gonna see that this is the starter 2x1 we started with. First floor loot room with a cupboard. Cupboards are stacked. This is the third one. Second floor loot room. Sleeping bags around it. When you jump in from the hatch to the second floor, we have like 2 more rooms with beds. When you go deep in the base, on the left side we have a loot room, on the right side as well. In the middle we have a planter room, 3 big planters and 3 big boxes in the middle. When you go on the right side of the loot room, we have like 2 loot rooms, 4 boxes each. We have a furnace room, another bedroom as well. We have a hidden loot room. If you go offline, you can just use it to store your loot inside, hide it from potential raiders and things like that. It's easy to go up and down. Every time you go offline you need to replace this chest that I just took off. Deeper in the base we have more loot rooms. Furnaces in each one of them. I love just to smelt shit. I have a lot of furnaces in my base. There's another secret loot room inside here. You need to break the chest, go down, and that's the secret loot room. It also has a cupboard hidden inside here. This is the second cupboard. It's quite easy to get up usually, but I'm just not so good at jumping. When you manage to get out once, you open the doors, get out. You need to replace this box every time you go offline, so the raiders won't notice that this is a secret loot room. And the third floor, I'm gonna leave it to you and your imagination, guys. I want you to post some videos or screenshots how you did the last floor. I didn't design it, I just placed some doors and other things. I'm gonna leave all the things to you. So it's time for the base design build. I'm gonna try to make it as simple as possible, but if you don't understand something, or something is way too complicated for you to understand it, or I'm doing it something too fast somewhere, just tell me in the comments below. I'm gonna try to fix it in the next videos. We're gonna start with a 2x1 with a simple airlock. After you place the doors, you might wanna upgrade the walls at least 2 floors high, just in case someone tries to boost in the base. You need to be more secured. After you place the door and you're feeling secure inside, you can start with the loot rooms. There's gonna be 2 loot rooms, one downstairs and one upstairs. We need to have a shelf with we're gonna place one big and one small box, because this is not gonna be the main loot room. This is just gonna be a quick access to the loot we need before we go out. The big loot room is gonna be upstairs. After we finish with the boxes, we're gonna place 2 small furnaces inside, just for the start. You can remove them later if you want to. Be sure to replace the furnaces before you place the door, otherwise you're not gonna be able to place 3 more furnaces outside. Just place the door before that so I can show you. It's not possible. You can place 2 furnaces, place the double door, and after you have materials for 3 more furnaces, you can pick up the door and place 3 more furnaces. After that, you can place the door again with the code lock. After you're ready, you need to place stairs. Not this one, the other stairs. So you can be able to jump up. In the same time, have the furnace down there. We're gonna place a triangle behind us, so we'll be able to place a sleeping bag after that over there. We're gonna make the top floor loot room. We're gonna place a shelf with 4 boxes on it, and a sleeping bag in front of it. This is just for the start. The space is good for like 2 to 4 people. The core building is so small because usually me and my group are out farming and there's only one guy inside the base. So this base is enough big for one guy, I think. That's why it's a 2x1. After it gets expanded, then it's more. Let's replace the bags. You might want to place a frame for a hatch. After that, you can place a triangle so you can seal up the roof. After you're done with that, the base is supposed to look like this. This is the finished product for the start. After you finish this, you're gonna be ready to farm. After you have enough materials, you can make the honeycomb. The first layer of honeycomb. You need to do it exactly as I'm doing it, otherwise it won't fit. It's a bit glitchy to place the foundations, but I think when you practice it a few times in a creative server, it's gonna be easy for you. This is how it's supposed to look, the first honeycomb side. Now we're honeycombing the front side of the base. After you're done, you need to have something like that as a finished product. The back side of the base is more honeycomb with more layers because that's the cupboard. There is the cupboard. After that, you might want to start placing walls 2 floors high, so nobody will be able to boost like we did in the starter base. After you're done with that, you can start with honeycombing. You need to be careful over here, you need to place only 1 floor, not 2 floors on this triangle. I'm gonna show you later why. You can continue with the honeycombing. Place all the walls, make sure that they're facing the right angle, not like me. I like to place them wrong and then rotate them. See, it's supposed to face the hard side outside, soft side inside. This is how it's supposed to be. No hard sides inside. This is the perfect example of it. After you're done, you need to have something like this. Two hard sides with the soft side behind you. Now you might want to continue with the second floor of Honeycomb. You want to make sure that the walls in your honeycomb, all of them are facing the right angle. After that, you can seal it off. This is the reason I didn't place those two walls, because you're not gonna be able to place a floor above them. That's why you need to place the floor now. After you're done, you can place all the floors. So the second floor is ready. For now you can use this floor for a shoot floor. Later it's gonna be a loot room. You can leave it open like this until you get materials for another layer of honeycomb. I suggest you have at least 2 layers of honeycomb before you do anything else, because it's gonna be more effective with the loot rooms. The honeycomb is supposed to be placed perfectly, otherwise it won't fit and you will have problems with it, just like I'm having now. If you have a problem like that, just go on the other side and try to match them when you go from the other side. Like this. Now it works. After you're done, it's supposed to look like this. That's gonna be the second layer of honeycomb. We repeat the same process, placing walls outside 2 feet up, but the difference over here is we're gonna place an airlock with a double door, just because if you are a group of 4 and you have 4 guys in the airlock, it's gonna be easy to go out if you have a double door instead of normal door. The finished product should look like this. We start with the honeycomb again, placing all the walls the right way. I'm speeding up the process because I don't want the video to be very long. I try to make it short as I can, but I don't think I managed to do it. After you're ready with the layer, you need to place the floor. After you're ready with the floors, you can place again the floors high walls. We have 2 layers of honeycomb, one left, one right. You wanna first honeycomb the left side of it, honeycomb it from the inside. It's very important to do it like I'm doing it. If this is too fast for you, you can slow down the video by the gear icon of YouTube on the bottom right of the player. You need to have something like this on the finished product. Place double wall frames for double doors. This is gonna be our 2 bedrooms later. Now we can seal with floors again. After you're done, you're supposed to have something like this. Now we're gonna make the second honeycomb from inside. The good thing about this base is that you can honeycomb it as much as you want from outside if you have enough space. It's something like infinity honeycomb. There's no double stacked walls or something like that, nothing hard to build, only honeycomb. When you're done with all this, you might want to place a stair and start making the loot rooms. Place frames for double doors and a frame for a hatch on top of them. This is gonna be your entrance for the roof. After you finish with it, you can start the loot rooms. Make sure first you place the shelves and the boxes, and after that you make the frames and the doors, otherwise it's gonna be a pain in the ass to place the boxes. After you're done, you can place whatever you want in the loot rooms. You can make them as you want. This is just an example. Don't follow my design on 100% because people will know where to hit and where to go for the loot. You also might wanna face the walls with the strong side outside, facing outside, otherwise people are gonna be able to pickaxe it. You can have 2 more furnaces inside here, or you can simply make this as a secret loot room. You need like 2 more squares deep inside, so you will be able to place furnaces to hide the gap, and a space for a ladder. After you're done, you can go break the square and go down. You need to know before you place the loot rooms, secret loot rooms, where you want them to be, otherwise you're not gonna be able to break these walls. So I suggest you practice this base a few times before you build it on a creative server, and after that doing it. I'm just giving you an example. I'm improvising right now, so it's all up to you. When you place the 2 chests, I left a doorway for a room with a cupboard, just to stack the cupboards. This is gonna be the second cupboard. The top one is gonna be on the top floor. The base is going to have like 3 cupboards. It depends if you make a few more floors higher, or if you make another loot rooms in the higher floors, you're gonna have even more stacked cupboards. Remember to stack the cupboards from the top to the bottom. You need to place the ladder on this angle, on this side of the wall, so the furnaces can hide it and nobody will see it. If you place it on the wall behind you, everybody's gonna be able to see it. This is why we are hiding the ladder over there. Just to be sure, when you open up, nobody can see anything. There's 2 furnaces, 4 boxes, nothing suspicious. But if you break this box and you go inside, you're gonna see there's a secret loot room. Don't forget every time you go offline to place these boxes, otherwise you're gonna be exposed. So you're ready with your first secret loot room. I suggest you have only one secret loot room on each side of the base. So one on the left side of the loot rooms, one on the right side. Place in the box before we go offline. Every time. That's very important. After you're done with this side, you might want to go on the other side. But before that, place walls upstairs and reverse the one downstairs. Make them facing the other way. Otherwise, people are gonna be able to pickaxe them, and they look ugly as well. This is the second part, the second loot rooms. I'm gonna speed it up because this is on your own. You can make them as you wish. I'm just having on this side two furnace rooms, one for sulfur, one for metal. I'm placing shelves in front of them, and I'm gonna make a secret loot room in the furnace room. So once we have it in the loot room, and once we're gonna have it in the furnace room. This is gonna make it a bit more difficult for the raiders to understand the base design, because there's no logic in it. Don't store all of your loot in the same place. Separate it in the base so you can make it harder for the raiders to get to it. They're gonna get eventually to it, but make it harder so they will waste more materials. If they wanna go for it, they're gonna find your loot, raid your base, do everything they want to, especially if it's offline raid. But at least make it a bit harder for them. We have another loot room down here. So even if they blow off the door, if you have a chest placed on this side, there is nothing visible. They don't see the gap, they don't see anything. They have no clue if there is a secret loot room down there or not. If you break the chest, you're gonna be able to go down to the loot room. So I suggest every time before you go offline, you need to replace this chest, and every time you're online, you need to have it like that. Open it so you can have easy access to the loot downstairs. You should leave some loot for the raiders upstairs if they raid you, because they need to find something, otherwise they're gonna know that the loot is hidden somewhere, it's moved. After you're finished, place the chest and continue. With those facing boxes outside, you might wanna place code locks on them, otherwise they're gonna be able to open them even if they don't blow up the door. If you're leaving them most of the time empty, you can just leave them like that, it's all on you. This is the second furnace room. This is for the sulfur. That's why I'm gonna place a shelf with only one big box and one small box. I usually don't smelt a lot of sulfur in the base. I smelt mostly metal inside here. I'm gonna make the bedrooms, one upstairs and two downstairs. placing another entrance for the roof. Remember to have the doors opening outside, otherwise you're not gonna be able to fit 2 beds inside. After we finish, make the same thing with the other loot room, facing the walls outside. This is gonna be the planter room. We're gonna have 3 planters with 3 chests and 1 shelf inside here. You should be able to place more planters. I just placed them in a hurry. If you get more precisely, you should be able to place at least 1 more. I'm gonna leave the roof to you guys in your imagination. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope this base is gonna be helpful to you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment if you want to. This is gonna help me a lot to grow the channel.